your AI images don't come out the way you expect, the problem is usually your prompt. In this video, I'll show you how to write better AI image prompts so you can get cleaner, more accurate, and more cinematic results. A good prompt tells the image generation AI exactly what to create. Think of it like giving clear instructions to your AI tool. For example, instead of saying a man, you say a middle-aged man in a dark suit standing alone in a dimly lit room, natural lighting. Always remember that the clearer and more specific you are in your instructions, the better your results. Now, here is a simple structure you can follow whenever you are writing your image prompt. Number 1, subject. By this, we mean what is in the image. Examples are a young woman, a broken phone, a man walking away, or a girl sitting on a chair. Number 2, environment. By this we mean where is the image scene happening? Is it in a modern office, on a dark street, or inside a quiet room? Number 3, the action or mood. By this we mean what is happening or how does it feel? For example, is the subject crying? Is the subject looking shocked? Or is the mood emotional or tense? Number 4, style. By this, we mean how should the image look? Should it be 2D or 3D? Number 5, details. Here, you give extra details to improve the image quality. So you specify things like high detail, 4K or 8K, sharp focus, or depth of field. So we are going to be taking a few examples of scenes that we are going to generate image prompts for, okay? We'll get the image prompts and then we'll head over to our image generation tool and generate images for them. So here we have the first example, a man standing alone on a quiet street at night, looking worried. Then we have cinematic lighting, realistic, high detail. The subject in this prompt now is the man, and the environment is a quiet street at night. That's the location, okay? Then the action, what is the man doing? The man is standing alone, okay? So he's standing alone in the environment, which is, or in the location, which is the quiet street at night. And then we also have mood. The man is looking worried, okay? And then what is the style of this image? The image is realistic. It's going to be a realistic image. Now you can create any kind of image depending on what you're doing, all right? It can be realistic, it can be 2D, it can be 3D, it can be cartoon characters, you know, you just specify, okay? And then we have detail. We are saying that it should have high detail, okay? At this point, you can actually impute some more information into your prompt. If we go ahead and generate our image with this prompt like this, the way it is right now, our AI tool is going to give us an image of a random man. So if you don't mind that, then you can go ahead, okay? But you may want to be more specific concerning this subject. So what kind of man? So you may want to be a little more specific. Let's say a white, middle-aged man, okay? So what you do is to copy the scene and head over to Claude AI. So this is what you type. The prompt says, give me a detailed prompt to generate an image for the scene below. I will be using Whisk AI to generate the image, or whatever AI tool you're going to use, you put it there, okay? So give me everything it will require. Then the next thing, you paste the scene and then you enter. So Claude has generated this prompt for us. This is much more detailed than that tiny one sentence you would have given to Whisk or whatever you want to use to generate your image. So now it has made this prompt so detailed, much more than we could have Done. The next thing you do is simply copy the prompt and head over to your image generation AI. So let's begin with Whisk. You come here and you paste the prompt. The next thing you do, you select your aspect ratio. If it is 9:16, 1:1, or 16:9, you decide, okay? And after that, you generate. So this is what it has given to us. And this is another one. So out of these two, make your choice. So next, we are going to go to Flow AI. So you come to Flow AI and click on New Project. You paste the prompt. You select your aspect ratio and the number of images you want to generate. Okay, let's tell it to give us 2, just like Whisk, and then you enter. So this is what Flow has given to us. This is one and this is another one. So let's take another example. This time we'll say a young woman selling mangoes under a mango tree, looking excited, natural lighting, realistic, high detail, shallow depth of field. Let's give more details about this young woman. Let's say a young Nigerian woman. So as usual, again, let's come to Claude AI. Let's copy the beginning part of this prompt and paste it in a new chart. So come over here and copy our scene description, then we enter. So Claude AI has given us our prompt. You can see how long and detailed it is. Okay, so the secret is just that you give Claude an idea of the scene you want to create an image for, and it will craft a detailed prompt for you. Okay, so copy your prompt, go over to the first image generation tool, we paste and we generate. While that is generating, we'll come over to Flow, paste our prompt and generate. So let's go over to Whisk and see what it has given to us. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the second one. They are basically the same thing, just that this one has a more close. This one has a closer range than this first one. Okay, so let's see what Flow has given to us. Okay, you can see Flow even has more background. Okay, Flow is showing more of the environment that she's in. I like this. Let's try something else, 3D or 2D image this time around. We're going to use the same scenes. Okay, so let's see how they will come out at the end of the day. So what we'll do, we'll come to this first scene here. It said realistic, so we're going to change this to 3D. So let's try that. So we come here and paste the prompt. Okay, so the style is going to be different this time. Let's enter. Now Claude has given us the image prompt. Next, you copy it, come over to Whisk, paste, go over to Flow and paste. So let's check out what Whisk has given to us. Okay, so this is what the first one that Whisk has given. Now this is not a realistic image. Okay, it's the style is 3D. All right, and this is another one. So compare this with the realistic one it gave us initially. You see the difference, right? So let's check out Flow. Now this is what Flow has given. And this is another one. This is so beautiful. I like this one. It's so cute. Now we'll do the same thing with the second example. So paste your prompt, go through it and make sure it's correct. Okay, the style, we have not changed the style, so this time we'll say 3D. Enter. So our prompt is ready. You see how detailed it is. Next thing you do, you copy it and go and generate your image. So that's for whisk. And that's for flow. Now you can use any other image generation tool. All right, it's just so that this video doesn't get too long. That's why I'm restricting myself to using just this tool. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Grok, you can use any other one. Okay, what I just need you to do is to follow the process. The process is what matters. Okay, the process of generating your prompt is your prompt that will give you that good image. Okay, not the AI itself. You can have the AI, you can even have a paid version, but if you don't know how to write your prompts well, you will not get the best out of your AI. So the process is what matters. Get your scene text, give it to Claude or ChatGPT to give you a detailed image prompt, and then you make use of it in your AI tool. So let's see what wow, this is beautiful. Okay, Whisk has given this to us. This is another one. Let's compare this with the realistic image it gave us before now. Okay, so you see the difference. Now let's check out what Flow has done. Okay, in fact this 3D is almost it's 3D actually, but it's almost looking as like it's almost looking like a real person, but it's actually 3D. It's beautiful. And this is the second one. This is nice. We'll try one last example. We are using 2D this time around. So edit our prompt to reflect 2D. Copy the first one, give to Claude to write your detailed prompt for you. So our prompt is ready. Let's copy it, paste on Whisk, and also on Flow. So this is what Whisk has given to us as 2D. You see the difference? This is 2D now, all right? And for Flow, now this is what Flow has given to us, okay? And this is nice too, okay? So let's try and generate a 2D image for the second example. Paste your prompt. Remember, the prompt is easy, okay? All you just say is give me a detailed prompt to generate an image for the scene below. Then you paste your scene, okay? So our prompt is ready for the 2D image for the second example. Come over to Whisk. So it has given us this and this, which is beautiful. And this is what Flow has given to us as 2D image. This is really beautiful. So beautiful. Wow. I love this. I love her head tie, the way she tied her hair. It's so beautiful. To round up this section, I would like us to run through the images we have generated. Remember, some are realistic. Remember, they have 3 different styles. Some are realistic, some are 3D, some are 2D. Okay, let's just go through them. And like I always say, when you get an image and you feel you don't like a particular detail, or a particular detail is not well shown on your image, just go to wherever you generated the image prompt, be it ChatGPT, be it Claude, or wherever, and tell it to revise the prompt for you. Okay, just tell it this detail, I don't like it in the prompt, give me this instead. Okay, it will rewrite the prompt for you, and there will surely be an improvement by the time you regenerate the image. Now, here are some common mistakes you should avoid when writing your prompts. Avoid being too vague. Avoid adding too many conflicting ideas. Avoid writing long, messy prompts. And avoid ignoring lighting and mood. What you should do instead is keep your prompt clear, focused, and intentional. And don't forget the simple prompt formula. And that's how to write a better AI image prompt. Once you understand this, your images will improve immediately. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Check the description box below for links to watch my other powerful videos. I'd also like to hear your thoughts on this video, so please drop your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.